mother cat stood desperately at the edge of a large lake, her eyes fixed on the distant shore where her missing kitten had been trapped for 3 days. During their morning walk, a man and his friend noticed the unusual behavior of this anxious cat. They watched as she continued her restless pacing, clearly agitated about something on the other side of the lake. The man was puzzled by what he was witnessing until a local worker approached them and explained the heartbreaking situation that had been developing over the past few days. The worker shared how the tiny kitten had somehow become separated from his mother and ended up stranded across the lake. Despite the dangerous distance, the mother cat had been refusing to leave the area, spending day and night trying to find a way to reach her baby. She had barely eaten anything during this time. Consumed entirely with the desperate need to be reunited with her little one. Moved by this touching story, the man immediately decided he needed to help. He quickly found a small boat nearby and prepared to make the crossing. Just as he was getting ready to leave, the mother cat made another frantic attempt to jump into the deep water. Acting quickly, the man gently lifted her into his arms to prevent her from the dangerous swim. To keep her calm and comfortable during the boat journey, he offered her some soft treats while speaking in gentle, reassuring tones. The trip across the lake was filled with anticipation. The mother cat remained alert and focused, as if she somehow understood that rescue was finally coming. When they reached the far shore, everyone held their breath and listened carefully. Within moments, they heard the faint sound they had been hoping for, a weak but unmistakable meow coming from somewhere near the waterline. Following the sound, they discovered the missing kitten hiding behind some rocks and fallen branches. The little one appeared frightened and tired from his ordeal, but he was alive and seemed to recognize the approaching voices. The worker carefully picked up the small kitten and immediately brought him to his anxious mother. The reunion was absolutely beautiful to witness. The mother cat began grooming her kitten right away, purring loudly as she checked him thoroughly from head to tail. The kitten pressed close against his mother, clearly relieved to be safe and warm again after his frightening experience alone. Both cats seemed to understand that their nightmare was finally over. Watching this emotional reunion, the man realized his involvement should not end there. These two animals had endured significant trauma and clearly shared an unbreakable bond. He made the wonderful decision to adopt both cats, providing them with a secure, forever home where they would never face separation or danger again. His simple act of kindness transformed a tragic situation into a story of hope and new beginnings. This rescue demonstrates how strong family connections are in the animal world and reminds us that sometimes ordinary people can make extraordinary differences in the lives of animals who desperately need help. When we choose to act with compassion, we can change everything for creatures who cannot help themselves.